Sinabi ko, talaga nangyari. Hindi perfect yung operation. Hindi mo kontrolado ang environment. May tinamaan na bata. So, anong tawag ko dyan? Perfection happens? There's no perfect operations. Sometimes shit happens. That's what I say that. But that does not mean to degrade the soul, the departed soul of that child na namatay. Ang problema lang sa inyo, Father, you are trying to capitalize my words for propaganda purposes. That's very bad, Father. Masama po yan. Huwag niyong gamitin, you do not take the word out of context para i-propagandize yung isang issue. Ako, sinabi ko shit happens because I'm blaming myself as the chief PNP. Nangyari yung hindi dapat nangyari. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan. Really, shit happens.
But then, and then narinig natin from nabanggit yung programa ng paghilom. I think that is Father Flaviano Villanueva. Sige, Father, tell us what that is at anong ginagawa nun, and then because of your involvement dyan, ano naman ang iyong mga observations or conclusions. Father, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. There are other witnesses po na kasama ko, and they also have tales to tell. And let me just recognize them. Arlene, Ellie, and Arsenia. Now, let me begin by being asked by an EU ambassador, what does a priest do with the victims? Ang tugon ko po dito, dalawang tanong niya, what does the priest do with the victims? What and how can this madness ever take place? Ang una kong sagot ay, sa SVD, tinuruan kami na hindi lang magbahagi at magpatotoo sa katotohanan. The Word became flesh, and we seek the flesh and serve them in the flesh. The second was, I told the ambassador, for you to understand the drug war that took place from 2016 to 2022, you have to go back to Davao. And in that, I have a presentation. If it's ready, I'll briefly run through it as a guide, but not all. And sa Davao, there are testimonies. In my presentation...
Father, keep your presentation within 5 minutes, kaya?
Kaya po.
Kaya. Sige, go ahead. Sige pa.
And in this presentation, let me say that these are from fact statement made in public. Hindi ko po personal to, but these are all made in public. And the second would be facts from my own experience and encounter. Let me begin by what the former president uttered. In the next slide, please. Following the death squad would be the statement, they are saying that I'm part of a death squad. True. That is very true. I'm just pointing a point. Followed by, next slide, please. The other slide. If you are doing an illegal activity in my city, if you are a criminal or a part of a syndicate that preys on the innocent people of the city, for as long as I am mayor, you are a legitimate target of assassin. At ito po ay pinatutuhanan sa susunod na slide ni Arthur Las Cañas, who said, and I quote, Duterte is the lord of all drug lords in the southern Philippines. He is the most dangerous person in the southern hemisphere. End of quote. Another person na nagpatutuo po ay walang iba kung hindi si Edgar Matubato. Ang kanya pong winika ay, it was Mayor Duterte himself who recruited us. He was present when we were organized during a meeting at the Old Men Seng Hotel. He called us the Lambada Boys. Our work was to kill and only to kill. At the start of the Lambada Boys, actual killing served as our training to kill people who were defenseless and who were caught unaware. This is the Davao template. And moving forward, and just to sum it from the records made in public, meron po 1,000 hanggang, o at least 1,000 ang namatay sa 1998 to 2008. Moving forward, what did we discover in the DDS template? Let me provide 4 elements sa nakita ng mga testigo. And these 4 elements in the next slide would present to us, meron nakikitang shabu, 1 hanggang 3 sachet, kapiraso lang, hindi pang mayaman, panggamit at pambenta para maitawid ang pamilya. Hindi ko po sinasang-ayunan ang mga adik sa dahilang 15 taon din akong gumamit. At kaya ko po pinasok ang ganitong pagtatanggol sa mga inakasuhan na adik, naniniwala ako may pag-asa sila. Hindi dapat paslangin o pasabugin ang bungo. Pangalawang bagay na nakikita ay ang revolver. Meron mga patunay na ang revolver ay tampered. Ang revolver ay ginamit na 3 beses sa iba't ibang crime scene. Short of saying, recycled. Ang katawan ni Jonas sa susunod na slide, pangalan niya po, Jesus Jonas. Ito po ay nakita noong October 8, 2016. Ang sabi, as always, palaging sinasabi, nanlaban. At kung titignan natin sa pangalawa at susunod na slide pa, nariyan po ang pulis, ngunit kapansin-pansin sa susunod na slide na merong handcuff marks. May handcuff marks at ang kanyang mga daliri ay bali-bali na. Tanong lang simple, paano siya nakabulot at pumutok? Sa unang araw ng pagiging Pangulo ng dating Presidente, 39 po ang patay. Sa susunod na slide, bukod, ito po si Gilbert, masabi ko lang, Barker, tinatay habang nagtatrabaho. Sa first 100 days, in the next slide, we will see that there are at least 3,600 killed as part of the so-called accomplishment. The following slide would give us better numbers or more gruesome numbers. 39 killed on July 1. The number of daily killings averaged or peaked at 49 on what we have called a one-time big time. 33 was the average number of killed. There were 122 children, sinasabing collateral damage daw. 58 killed in a day and in 3 days. And let me just say, given this carnage and along with death-appalling statements instructing police to kill, this points to one thing. There is a mad killer or killers at the loose. If this is not addressed, then we are doomed.
Father, your 5 minutes are up, so okay na?
1 minute.
Can you wind?
Sure.
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay.
Say, go ahead.
Micah was killed, 3 years old. And ang kalungkot-lungkot na nabanggit ng ating ginagalang na senator, shit happens. Aldrin Pineda, ang tanong niya, bakit ako binaril ni Omar? And in the last 30 seconds, let me present sa 312 na sinabi ni Randy De Los Santos, nung lumalago na po ang programa ng 200, naggawa ako ng munting katanungan, ilan ang nagdodroga? Ang sagot nila, 120. Ibig sabihin, merong 80 walang kinalaman sa droga, inosente. Ang sunod kong tanong sa kanila, sino ang nagdodroga nung pinaslang o pinatay sila ng police o civilian police wala po nagdodroga sa amin nung pinatay sila. Ang isa pang magic number, 0. Sa kanilang salaysay, hanggang sa ngayon, ipaglalaban nila, walang pinaslang. Sino po ang mga principal? Alamin ho natin sa quad hearing. If I may just share.
Is that, Father? What is
These are
that?
the list
Sige,
of
go
the
ahead.
members
Sige.
that we have.
Members ninyo ng programa? Apa. Programa Paglihom?
329 names.
Ah.
Pinaslang lahat. Lahat ay may affidavit. Lahat ay pwede magpatotoo. Lahat po ay may pamilya na wala ng breadwinner. At ngayon ay naghihikahos, ngunit lumalaban ang hangad, katarungan sa bansang makadiyos. Hindi dapat palakpakan ang pumapatay. Dapat ito kinakalinga at hinihilom. Marami po salamat.
Father, ganito. Kaya kayo maraming alam sa issue na ito kasi kayo ang nagpapatakbo ng programa, anong name?
Program Paghilom po.
Program
Your Honor.
Paghilom. At dahil sa ikaw nagpapatakbo niyan, ano yung interaction mo? Doon sa 312 families o sa 200 families?
Both po.
Ilan? How many families nga yung
We have
ka-interaction mo?
312 families.
312 families yung ka-interaction mo. Kasi
Yes, po.
namatayan sila lahat. Yun po.
Yes po.
That's why doon nakabase lahat itong sinabi nyo.
And that is in coordination with Randy De Los Santos being my field coordinator.
Kasi si Kian is one of the 312 na nakalista. Sige po. So, definitely organized na yung data ninyo. Tama?
Yes po.
Apo. So, can the committee request for your organized data?
We will, upon checking po with our lawyers, what we could share and what is highly confidential for their safety.
Ano, sa tanong, marami na tanong. Ay, naano ko lang yung itong, nilalagay ko lang sa context yung bakit tinawag natin si Father Flavi as a witness. Kasi although hindi siya namatayan, hindi siya but 312 families ang inaruga nung kanyang organization na program Paghilom at meron kang personal interaction with them. Okay, sige.
Salamat.
And then meron kang sinabi na, sabi mo, Senador, na sabi, shit happens. Sino yun? Are you referring to?
Yung po yung nabanggit ni Senator Go nung namatay si Micah.
So, Senator, go.
Sorry,
Senator?
my apologies.
Senator
De
Bato.
La Rosa.
Sige, as a matter of right, the Senator can react if he wants to.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. I just would like to put in context. Paano ko sinabing shit happens? Indeed, I said that. Shit happens. Because sa amin sa police, sa military, during operations, when you don't have complete control of the operational environment, you expect shit happens. Yun nga, nangyari nga. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan yung bata. Talagang, for me, for us, shit happens. Nangyari yun. So what's the fuss? What's the fuss about blaming ourselves for... Sinabi ko, talaga nangyari. Hindi perfect yung operation. Hindi mo kontrolado ang environment. May tinamaan na bata. So, anong tawag ko dyan? Perfection happens? There's no perfect operations. Sometimes shit happens. That's what I say that. But that does not mean to degrade the soul, the departed soul of that child na namatay. Ang problema lang sa inyo, Father, you are trying to capitalize my words for propaganda purposes. That's very bad, Father. Masama po yan. Huwag niyong gamitin, you do not take the word out of context para i-propagandize yung isang issue. Ako, sinabi ko shit happens because I'm blaming myself as the chief PNP. Nangyari yang nang hindi dapat nangyari. Namatay yung bata, tinamaan. Really, shit happens. Pero, when the media presented it, when the media articulated it in their papers, wow, iba na. Bato is demonyo na. Na yung bata parang masaya pa dahil lang namatay yung bata. Mali po yun, Mr. Chair. So, matanong ko lang si Father, when you said that you used drugs for 15 years, Ano po yung drugs na ginamit mo, Father?
Shabu po, o bago pa mag-shabu,
Pare ka na noon?
syempre hindi pa ho.
Hindi ka pa pare.
Natural po.
So, 15 years. How old ka nag-start gumamit na Shabu?
Father, ako sagutin niyo. Ako sagutin niya.
Mr. Chair, simula po ako ng 16.
16.
Opo.
16 plus 15, that's 31. Kailan ka naging pare?
2006.
2006. How old were you? 2006.
31 ho.
31. So meaning, nasa loob ka pa ng seminaryo, gumagamit ka na
Meron
Shabu.
po akong tinatawag na relapse, Mr. Chair.
Relapse. That's good. I congratulate you for reforming your life.
Salamat
And being
po.
a good example. I congratulate you. You are a good example to this community.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. Pero hindi po ako gumagawa at nagfa-fabricate o pinapalobo. When you said that you do not intend to hurt the feelings of the bereaved, by the word itself, you already did. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Well, depende sa inyo yan. That's subjective, Mr. Chair.
Can
Kasi
I-
sa akin, when I see shit happens, that's for us to blame ourselves. That shit happens. That is not intended for the people or the victim. And which, yeah,
Can we contextualize? Aminado naman si Sento Bato, konektado ito sa 1-year-old na namatay, kaya kayo napasalitang shit happens.
yes, Mr.
Can we,
Chair.
can we,
3-year-old.
Ilan?
Mr. Chair, 3-year-old
3 years old daw.
na nangangarap ding
Okay.
maging police.
Yeah.
Sige, Father, ikaw familiar sa what happened doon sa 3 years old na namatay? Sige nga, so that we will see the,
Sa pagkaalala ko po ito po ay isang police operation at ang hinuhuli nila yung anak, ay yung tatay, at dahil dito ay nadamay po yung anak, ano? Nadamay yung anak at namatay yung anak. I wouldn't want to give any
saan po yun?
I wouldn't want to give
Okay,
any
place and then date, and then sa incidenting yun, yung 3 years old lang ang namatay?
kasama po yung ama, Mr. Chair.
Kasama ang ama. So, yun. That is the context, ha? Yan,
Yes.
yan yung context, ha, na nangyari ito.
Yes, Mr. Chair, wala naman talagang pulis gustong pumatay ng bata. Kaya nga sabi ko, shit happens. Tinamaan yung bata sa crossfire. Kaya nga, nangyari yun. But
Father, sa investigation ninyo, official police operation yon, na-confirm na ninyo sa HQ?
It was po. Kaya
Okay, may mga pangalan ng operatives.
I think meron po, Mr. Chair, and ayaw kasi mag-appear po nung
Paki-organize na lang po yung data kasi
Opo.
isa na yan sa napag-usapan natin ngayon eh. We are interested in that police operation na may 3-year-old na namatay.
Yes po.
Kasama ng kanyang papa siguro, papa?
Yes
Kasama
po.
papa. Oh, sige.
Mr. Chair, na-autopsy din po ni Dr. Raquel Fortun ang bata. So she can objectively provide the truth in this committee. Salamat po.
yeah, Mr. Chair.
Senator Bato.
Another question. Yung inimbestigahan ninyo, Father, ng mga kaso, marami yon sinabi mo. And you have evidences. Meron kayong proof na sabi mo pa nga, binalian ng kamot. Sabi mo, may mga revolver na paulit-ulit na ginagamit as a exhibit. Then, sa haba ng panahon, Father, ilan na pong kaso na file ninyo pertaining to those cases that you have investigated? Ilan na pong kaso na file ninyo?
Can I respond, Mr. Chair?
Respond to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Pero hindi naman, I don't think it's the responsibility ninyo to file the cases eh. Pero sige, yeah, just,
Precisely.
Mr. Chair, but since concerned siya, advokasya niya yan, he should see to it that justice must be served to these victims.
hindi po
So,
hindi po ba mas responsibility ng pulis yan?
responsibility nga ng police, Mr. Chair, pero sila nag-imbestiga, he's providing. Otherwise, kung hindi siya tumulong para mapile yung kaso na yan, halata ng ginagawa niya, puro propaganda. Nagpo-propaganda lang siya. Nagsasabi siyang ganon. Hindi pala siya interested na makuha ang hustisya. Hindi niya pinaloob sa pulis kung nakasuhan na itong mga gago na ito. Because for one, I want justice to be served. Lalong-lalo na yung mga inosente na pinatay. Dapat talaga, Father, baka mas pwede pa ako maging pare kung tutuusin. Kasi gusto ko talaga, kung if I have the goods, I have the evidence, as you showed that a while ago, bali-bali na, halatang binugbog mo na bago pinatay eh. Di ba? So, you should, pinalo mo sana yun, napile yung kaso. Kung hindi mo pinalo well, masasabi ko hanggang propaganda ka lang, Father.
Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Father, si Senator Risa wants to interject something. Sige,
Brief,
Senator Risa.
salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. Brief interjection lang. May expression kanina na what's the fuss. I think dahil lahat tayo, lahat around the table, ayaw nga natin na may nangyayaring ganito na may batang nako-crossfire. And a good number of us, ayaw din natin ang buong sitwasyong ito na nagkaroon ng EJ case, nagkaroon ng war on drugs. And secondly, Mr. Chair, for the record, ilang beses na rin nagkaroon ng pagdududa sa motibo ni Father Flavi sa pagharap sa ating komite. I think na he doesn't deserve that dahil pinepresume po ng ating komite na all our resource persons humaharap sa atin in good faith. So kung maaari ko lang i-make of record yan, Mr. Chair, na buong loob akong nananalig sa good faith ni Father Flavi sa pagharap sa atin at pagpresenta nung karanasan at ebidensya na meron ang Project Paghilom. For the record, Mr. Chair.
Father, you don't mind being asked these hard questions naman, di ba?
No,
Oh, you don't
except
mind.
that I...
Okay, answer to the best of your ability.
Salamat po.
Opo.
And Mr. Chair, I would like to acknowledge the intervention of Senator Riza. Hindi po uso at hindi po nasa bokabularyo ko ang pagboblot ng katotohanan at pagpapropaganda. Ito po ay ginawa ko sapagkat bago pa magkaroon ng patayan sa nagdaang administrasyon, meron na tayong isang lugar kung saan tinatawag na kalinga. Nagpapaligo, nagpapaaral, at meron pang only rice ang mga homeless. 2015. But when 2016 started and came in, dahil ang pinatay mostly are breadwinners, I was already thinking in advance ang mga naiwan na pamilya, kapag hindi natulungan dahil breadwinners ang namatay, they will also end up in the streets. So to address that issue, we created Program Paghilom to help provide the core competence of psycho-spiritual interventions. Yun po ang hugis ng hustisya na nais namin ipaabot. Let us take note that justice has different facades. Isa lang po ang korte, o ultimate ang korte. But being able to rise up in the morning para magtrabaho, ang anak kahit kandila, magsulat at mag-aral mabuti, para sa akin, katarungan na po yun. Hugis po ng katarungan yon. Now, to address the cases, there are cases that are being addressed. There are cases that have fallen into our hands and they are ongoing. I will not outline it here, but submit the records. Second, if there are really cases of danlaban, let me now throw this question. Di ba ho, sa investigasyon, sa crime scene, ang isang pine-preserve po dyan ay yung barel na ginamit. 6,000 po daw ang nanlaban. So dapat merong 6,000 baril with corresponding documents. One way to let the public know that the war on drugs was real and true to its word, let us see the 6,000 handguns. That's a question po.
Yeah, Mr. Chair,
Salamat po.
if I may.
Senator Bato.
I hope in the next hearing, we can invite the director of forensic service of the PNP para mailatag niya yung whereabouts nitong mga
Take note, yes.
lahat ng mga ebidensya na na-recover. And for the record, Mr. Chair, I just would like iparating kay Father na I appreciate what you're doing, Father. Thank you
Salamat
for
po.
what you're doing. Pasensya ka na kung sinabi ko na kung hindi ka nakapag-file ng kaso, parang you limit yourself to propaganda. But then again, you said na may nakapile kayong kaso. And I encourage you, please, file kayo ng kaso. Kasi kawawa talaga yung namatay. mag-file kayo ng kaso. I am one with you in seeking for justice to these victims. Filean nyo na kaso.
Salamat ho at madami pong kaso na hinahabla na po. Salamat.
Thank you. Thank you, Father.
Salamat
Mr.
ho.